So we got a look yesterday at two different smartphones from a factory that are two different Google Pixel devices, a slightly smaller and a slightly bigger smartphone, one with a single camera and one with a dual camera at the back. Was this a Pixel 4a and 4a XL? Well, today we have all of the answers. The second phone here that was discovered from this factory actually has a code name called Bramble, which should actually be a possible prototype of a Google Pixel 5. And this makes a lot of sense with all the other information and leaks that we've got. So we now know not just what the Pixel 5 is going to be, but pretty much the specs of it, and it's a really different move from Google. Firstly, we get this leaked questionnaire of a couple of different makeups of essentially two different phones, a cheaper phone and a more expensive phone. A cheaper phone with a plastic build starting at $349, and we now know that that is indeed the Pixel 4a coming very soon. Then there's a more expensive premium type of phone, a best phone from Google, best in class cameras, wireless charging, water resistance, and that one starting at $699. Then we have this from XDA, who found code in the camera apps that points really positively towards the fact that the Google Pixel 5 is not going to be a flagship phone from Google. We can see from the leak questionnaire and from other leaks that the Google Pixel 5 will get wireless charging, waterproofing, an OLED display, dual cameras, but according to the code that XDA found, it could be a Snapdragon 765, 765G, or 768 from Snapdragon in their mid-range chipsets. And actually some other information suggests it could definitely be the Snapdragon 765 chipset going in the Pixel 5. My thoughts on this actually are that it looks like a really good phone. An OLED display, dual cameras, really great cameras, a mid-range chipset, wireless charging. That's a really good mid-range phone. The problem is when you make mid-range phones, there's really only one thing that's important, and that is the price, because there is just a ton of rivalries and competition in this area. And if we look at the questionnaire, if the Pixel 5 does actually come at $700, it's gonna be in some trouble. We have other leaks from the Apple world saying that the iPhone 12 is gonna come at $649 and $749 for the non-Pro variants. And these are brand new iPhone 12 models with OLED displays, multiple cameras, and brand new A14 chipsets. So a different type of Pixel device this year, it looks like. And we know next year they may be using their own chipset designed with Samsung and made by Samsung for them into the Pixel 6. So this year it's going to be definitely different. Also in the news, the global rollout of Xiaomi's MIUI 12. We now get the dates. It will be next month. The start of the month for their flagship phones like the Mi 9, also the Mi 9T, Mi 19 Pro, and then the Redmi K20 and K20 Pro, depending on what market you're in. Then round 2 features on all of their other phones that aren't the flagship variants. Towards the end of June, we'll be getting the global rollout of MIUI 12, and there are a lot of upgrades in terms of the designs and also in the way that you interact with the phone. So definitely looking forward to that. You should be getting your updates very soon. Also in the news, Honor 10X is official, and Honor have changed the screen, making it now a high refresh rate, 90 Hz refresh rate LCD. They've also improved the cameras by putting in an RYYB image sensor under the main camera lens. That is the same type of sensor that they use in their flagship phones like the P40 series and the Mate series. You should be getting much better low light photography with that sensor, so we'll have to test that out. There's an ultra wide camera on there as well and a macro sensor, but for the price, it's literally under $300 US. Really good value phone, popular phone, but probably not coming out of China this year. It usually does come out of China, but with everything going on, don't think there's any plans for that to be coming out of China, so you may have to choose another phone like the Redmi 10X. That is basically a one-for-one competitor with the Honor device and goes very close to it. Similar chipsets as well in terms of power, 5G, all that, so maybe look out for the Redmi instead. Vivo are also launching the X50 series very soon as well, the X50 and X50 Pro, and the Pro is coming with Samsung's brand new 50 megapixel image sensor, also with Vivo's gimbal stabilization, which is definitely something unique. This will actually stabilize the lens in every direction. It's a really weird and strange way of doing it, but definitely very cool. An interesting phone, that one, using Samsung's Exynos 980 chipset, a Samsung display as well. It's a very Samsung-esque smartphone from Vivo. Quite interesting with some very new hardware. That one will be coming very soon, so watch out for that one as well. But anyway, subscribe for all the latest tech news and videos. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.